So Jehovah says to Satan, "You see my faithful man Job? There is no one like him on earth." In reply, Satan says, "He's only doing it out of selfish reasons, but for a change, stretch your hand out and strike everything he has, or he will surely curse you." And Jehovah says, "I grant you permission, only do not take his life." After this, Job then receives a barrage of the most terrible things that could ever happen to you in just a matter of hours. Job's three companions hears of these, then comes from other places to console Job. Well, one of the companions was Eliphaz the Temanite, the firstborn of Esau. Being a son of Esau makes he and Job distant cousins, since Esau is a descendant of Abraham as well as Job. Of the three comforters, Eliphaz stands out as the most important and the most influential, which suggests that he may be the oldest. It's also evident in which his speeches are longer, and he spoke first in the 3 rounds of debate. Now let's see how Eliphaz tries to console Job. And that's at Job chapter 4, verses 7 and 8. You see how a good job he does. That's at Job chapter 4, verses 7 and 8. That says, "Remember, please, one innocent person has ever perished. When have the upright ever been destroyed? What I have seen is that those who plow what is harmful and those who sow trouble will reap the same." So you see here that Eliphaz is implying to Job that Job must have done wicked things for God to punish him in such a way, which is false in both points. Now, Job chapter 15, he consoles Job again by telling him that he's a hypocrite, a haughty person, an apostate, and a man full of deceit. And at Job chapter 22, verses 6 and 7, we'll be actually turning there. There, he accuses Job for the 3rd time by saying, "For he sees a pledge from my brothers for no reason, and he strips people of their garments, leaving them naked. You do not give the tired one a drink of water, and you hold back food from the hungry." Here, he accuses Job of doing such crime, portraying Job as this heartless person who has no care for the needy at all. Eliphaz never even had any evidence of Job doing such things, yet he falsely assumes anyways, and essentially played a role in trying to break Job's integrity. And we know that Job never did any of the wicked things that he mentioned, and this is evident in the way Jehovah reacted to all of this in Job chapter 42, verses 7 and 8. That says, "After Jehovah had spoken these words to Job, Jehovah said to Eliphaz the Temanite, 'My anger burns against you and your 2 companions, for you have not spoken the truth about me as my servant Job has. Now take 7 bulls and 7 rams, and go to my servant Job, and offer up a burnt sacrifice for yourselves. And my servant Job will pray for you. I will surely accept this request, not to deal with you according to your foolishness, for you have not spoken the truth about me as my servant Job has.'" So friends, what can we learn from the example of Eliphaz? For one thing, we should always try to give our brothers and sisters the benefit of the doubt. For example, maybe a fellow brother came across as rude and you took it personally. But we shouldn't badmouth about that person or spread rumors about how he treated you, should we? No, we shouldn't, because maybe that brother had a bad day dealing with the many troubles that Satan throws at us of the system of things, and had no intention of being rude. Brothers, and Jehovah gave us the example of Eliphaz, so we can learn from the example from how he falsely accused Job. Brothers and sisters, a false tongue can be very destructive and can disrupt the peace and the unity in the congregation. So let's always try to speak positively about one another, using our tongue in such a way that would promote peace and unity, insight, to love, and find works.